What's up, everybody? Allan Wade back again with the weekend video for you guys. Today is Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And we're going to be sewing, well, embroidering using our Ricoma EM-1010 some patches onto this Levi Denim Jacket. This jacket took like a half fatality when we tried to embroider something on it using our, I think it was the SE600. The design didn't quite take well, so we had to spend a while taking the design up. It was so frustrating. It was crazy. But we're gonna use, now that we have the right equipment, the right machinery to do the job, because not every equipment is good for the job. But this EM-1010 is pretty much good for anything. So we got our Black Bear patch. We're gonna put an A-Dubb Productions patch. We're gonna put a Black Bear patch. We're gonna put a Dub Nation patch on here. We're just gonna patch this whole entire thing up eventually and fill it with everything, and it's gonna be dope. So yeah, we're going to do a series of videos of this, so this is going to be pretty fun. So stay tuned, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and roll that intro.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
Now guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the downside to what we're doing right now is we do not have a mighty hoop on the premises. The mighty hoop is at the other house. The mighty hoops are at the other house, so we got to use these. Oh, I can't stand these hoops for doing this, man. I'm telling you. So I got some stabilizers, some cutaway stabilizers. Let me cut this in half. Is this cutaway or is this tearaway? Yeah, it's cutaway. So I'm going to cut this in half right here. I dropped a rack. I got to pick that up in a little while. Alright, cut that in half. Put the other one to the side. And you don't need stabilizer for a denim jacket, but I'm going to use it anyway because it just looks better on the back. Right? And this is going to be interesting to hoop. I think I've got to loosen this up a little bit more, actually. Loosen it up a little bit more. And I mean, if I hoop this on the SE600, then I can definitely hoop this on this machine with using these powerful hoops right here. So let me just lay that like that on the back of that. Line that up the best I can. Get it nice and straight. And then push it down. Alright, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? We right here? Alright, so I'm trying to get this nice and straight. Angle it in there and then push it down inside of the joint. And I can tell you right now, this is okay. We got it. When you're working with denim or anything really heavy, you kind of need the table attachment. You don't kind of need the table attachment. You definitely need the table attachment. But the table attachment is sold out. So we're going to have to use what we got, which is what? Our hands. So we got to use our hands to keep this stable. Right, so I'm going to kind of flip it around to look at it, make sure it's on there, and it's in there. Now I'm just going to tighten it down as much as I can, and then we're good to go. Then we'll take it over to the machine. Alright, let's go. Guys, I just put this jacket inside of the frame, and what you guys are going to notice is the weight of the jacket is just too heavy. And eventually the hoop is going to slide out from the bottom. Alright, so that's the first thing that you want to notice. And that's why you need the table attachment when you're doing heavy garments. It's just too heavy. So I'm going to have to hold this up while it's embroidering. Unless you can think of a better method of getting these things out of the way. Alright, I can't. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to have to hold it up because as the machine moves around, the weight of the jacket is just tugging on the bottom part of the hoop, and it's eventually going to fall out. So we don't want that, clearly. All right, so I'm just going to hold it in place, and I mean, it is what it is. I'm making a video for you guys, so it's all right. I don't mind. I'm just tightening up the frame real fast, and then we can get this thing started. So now on the screen, I'm just going to choose my colors. Escape. Choose some colors here. Oh my gosh, there's 9 colors. So I believe the first stitch is the back stitch, the background stitch. And I think I want that to be 5. 5 is my white, I believe. Let me just click right here for the first one. 5. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then I want the border to be black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6. And then every other color is going to be random, because those are the letters of the design. I'm just going to once again ensure myself that nothing's stuck underneath the plate right here, because putting this on the machine, like I just, you know, kind of, and I'm going to try to hold the weight up, support the weight of the jacket up with my hand. All right, do this manually. Once again, squeeze this in to make sure that that hoop doesn't unhoop. We don't want that to unhoop while it's embroidering. That would be a catastrophe, for lack of better words. All right, so seem to be good on that. All right, so let me hit escape on the screen, and I'm gonna trace the design. First I'm gonna place the design where I want it to be. All right, make sure the design is placed properly. Let me slow that down a little bit. And about right there. That's where I want to be the center. Alright, that's about lined up with the button, I think. Yep. So now I'm going to trace. So that's where it's going to embroider. I think we're going to bring it down just a little bit. Alright, looks about right. Trace again. Yep. Looks about where I want it. A little bit down, a little bit more. Up, a little, one way. A little bit more. Alright. Very close to that edge. That's exactly where I want it. Yep. Alright, we're good to go. Alright. So now, the only thing I do is press the start button. And keep on holding up the weight of this jacket so that it doesn't unhoop while it's embroidering. Alright, so let's hit the start button. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can see when it starts. There we go. There we go. See the Ricoma EM-1010 laying down that back stitch to make sure everything is tight and secure, while I am holding the weight up of the whole entire jacket with my arm like an idiot for this long duration of this stitch out, because I don't have the table. But hey, you got to do what you got to do for you guys, so you guys can see what's going on, guys. Alright guys, the thing that I feared the most happened. You guys see it. Now I have to manually line this thing up and try to get this. Oh my gosh, it's such a pain in the behind. I don't believe this happened. Oh gosh, it's such an unfortunate situation. Yeah, trying to make the best of it. Trying to line this thing back up. It's always something. That's why Mighty Hoops, man. Mighty Hoops are the way to go. Alright guys, full transparency. We had an issue with the design. Just what I feared was going to happen happened. And the hoop came out. Tried to line it up. Couldn't get placement. And to alleviate that problem, what we're going to do now, this has a flathead screwdriver thing right at the base of it, at the bottom of it right here. So from now on, we're going to tighten up our screws to the max with our screwdriver. Alright, so that it tightens up as tight as it can go, and we don't have this problem with the I knew that was going to happen. But I didn't think, because I'm always tightening up by hand, I didn't think to get a screwdriver in until it happened. And then I looked, I'm like, damn, I could have tightened up with a flathead. But yeah, that's what we're going to do from now on with these hoops. That's what I advise you to do. And we had another issue that I want to tell you guys. I have to tell you guys this because it's for your own good, because it might happen to you. I had a false thread break on the EM-1010. Had a false thread break, and had to contact Ricoma, and they told me to check the thread path. Everything was fine. Thread path was fine. Keep in mind, guys, it's a Saturday. I thought it was Sunday. Today is Saturday. It's a Saturday, and I contacted Ricoma, and I was on hold for like about maybe like 3 to 4 minutes, and then I pressed the button. I ended up leaving a message, and I just got off the phone with somebody. Like, they literally called me back faster than I think I was on hold for like 3 minutes. And I left a message, told them what the issue that I had, and then somebody called me right back. Got on the phone with him. So what happened was, excuse me, I was getting a thread break message on here, but the thread was still attached to the needle, and the bobbin was fine. All right, so he ended up saying it was a false thread break, and gave me a few troubleshooting tips, and we did get it fixed. And I'm going to tell you exactly if this happens to you, what you should do. If this happens to you, and the thread is still attached, and the bobbin is fine, then just disconnect the thread and rethread the whole path, because the sensor for the machine is up here, right in here somewhere. So if you're getting false thread breaks on your machine, just take this thread out all the way up to about right here and just rethread the whole thing, and then it was working fine. Now it works fine. So alright guys, update on the thread break issue real fast. Had to interrupt the video to show you guys something, what I found after I made this video, but I gotta insert this part in the video. So these are the different tensions for each needle, right? For each needle and each thread. So the needle that I was having a thread break on was needle number 10, right? So, and the sensor is supposed to be somewhere in here, in each little needle is supposed to be in here or something, from what I gather. All right, so my workaround, what I found out after the video was, I thought about what the guy told me from Ricoma. He told me that the sensor would go off when you press the machine and to start, and the thread starts pulling, for some reason the thread, if it's not wrapped around here, this part won't turn around in a circle on the inside. So it dawned on me, well, why don't I just move this? And what I did was, my workaround was, I just, instead of taking the whole thing apart from the bottom and rethreading it, all I did was pull this a little bit to make this inside part move, and then I pressed start, and then the thread break, the false thread break was gone. So I figured this out myself. Ricoma didn't tell me this or anything, but it worked, and you don't have to rethread the whole machine. Only thing you gotta do is just tug the thread a little bit so that the inside part starts moving. And also make sure your machine is threaded right, because it has to go, once you get to this point, it has to go around completely, just like the MT-1501. It has to come down from here, go around fully, and then come down and down here, okay? So make sure you're threaded right. But false thread break, just tug the thread a little bit, make that makes the thread start moving. Make the thing inside start turning, just in case it's when it's threaded properly, and then that should clear your false thread break. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, so this time, instead of putting it in this way, we're gonna put it in this way so we can access that screwdriver, right? Because that's how we want to tighten it up. We want to tighten it up using this. All right, make sure you tighten it up using a flathead screwdriver, or else you will lose placement. All right, you will lose placement. All right, so learn from my mistakes, guys, so you don't have to make these mistakes. Learn from my mistakes so you do not have to make these mistakes and mess up your designs, mess up your stuff for your clients. All right, so that's what we're going to do moving forward. We're always going to use a flathead screwdriver. Of course, make sure this U part is on the right side. All right, now we lay that down flat. All right, and we line it up, get it where we want to, and then we push down right here. That's pretty straight right there. Line that up, push down in there, get that to go in if we can. Tighten this all the way up. Things you gotta do. All right, boom, got it nice and tight. Not going nowhere. Front, back, good to go. All right, it's gonna be straight. It's a really, really, really good example, guys, of what I mean by you have to learn your machine. I do have the MT-1501, and I had to learn that machine. Now this is a totally, even though it's the same family and the functionality is pretty much the same, it's still a different machine, so I still gotta learn the nuances of this machine so I can get it to embroider perfect every single time. And that was a tough mistake to make, but like I said, learn from my mistakes so you guys don't have to make these mistakes, all right? I'll show you guys on camera the mistakes that I make so that you guys don't have to make these mistakes. Other YouTubers, they're not gonna show you the mistakes. Everything's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna show you everything, all right? Flathead screwdriver. Tighten that down nice and tight, all right? Tighten that screw down nice and tight, or else it will fall off and you will lose placement, all right? So what I have going on right here, since I don't have the table, is I just put some stabilizer under here, brand new thing of stabilizer, and the weight of the jacket is pretty much laying on top of the stabilizer, all right? So that I still, even though I got it hoop tight, I still don't want that jacket hanging down on this bracket, possibly curving the bracket down over time. You know, you don't want to do that. So let's be smart about how we do things. All right, we'll probably do a Black Bear logo on the pocket. You know, something crazy. I want to do a Dub Nation though. We'll see. There we go. Perfectly along that edge, looking good. One thing's for sure, guys, it's always a good idea to invest your money into some technology. The reason why I have all this stuff, I know some of you guys like, why does he have all these heat presses? Why does he have this? Why does he have that? One of my worst fears is of not being able to provide for myself or my family financially. So these items make me recession proof. These items make me kind of bulletproof. When it comes to, if I'm ever in a tight situation, God forbid, if I ever get back to that space where I'm in a tight situation, I need to make some money, I know I can always depend on the Cameo. Somebody's always going to want a shirt made. I know that I can always depend on my Sawgrass. I know that I can, everybody loves hats. I know that I can always use my embroidery machine to make some hats. Got my heat presses, right? Got my Juki, got my, even if I want to go back to the SE600 or the P800, guys, always got a way of making some cash. Always got a way of making some cash, and that is what is important. You gotta put yourself in a position where you are gonna be fine no matter what situation you're in. And you gotta have a backup to a backup. SG500, SG1000, right? Heat press, another heat press, another heat press. Like, and over time, all these devices, let's aim the camera so y'all can see what's going on over here. All these devices are always making me money, guys. There is not 1 week that I don't go without using this machine, maybe not this, well, this is new to the family, but this machine, the SG500 or the SG1000, my MT-1501 or my this now, and especially the Silhouette Cameo. The whole time I've had Cameos, guys, Cameo's always making money. Cameo's always making money. So I'm just saying, use my affiliate links down in the description below. Heat Transfer Warehouse is selling Cameos. Heat Transfer Warehouse is selling SG500, SG1000s in stock now. They also got the Walla cut, the Walla presses in stock right now, ready to ship. They just got their new shipment and stuff. Walla cut, look at that, looking good. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. This is the first time I'm running this device on this machine, so I'm just interested to see how it comes out. So we'll see. I might have to use a smaller needle, change some needles and put some 65-9 needles when I want the smaller text, because to the best of my knowledge, I think these are all 75-9. I mean 75-11, but 65-9s are perfect for small, better for small text. But it looks fine. It looks fine. and I'm excited to wear this jacket. It's gonna be dope, right? We both know we all know, because I showed you guys, that the P800 embroidered this design great, but now we're doing directly to Levi's jacket. So, you know, we'll see. Nothing's better than direct to garment, right? Nothing's better than straight on the machine. So we'll see how it turns out, man. I'm confident in this machine. We're almost done the design, so let's see what happens at the end. All right, our first run. I think that that our MT1501, our EM-1010 performed outstanding. I think it did a good job. Let me know what you guys think. I think it did a great job. I'm gonna enjoy wearing this jacket even more. People are gonna be looking at it, because it's one thing to have a Levi jacket, but it's a whole other thing to have custom embroidery on your Levi jacket. So this is definitely gonna stand out. Clean, clear. Love this. That's two down. I'm not gonna unhoop this yet because I want to do another one right below it. We got some room right here, and I want to put something real small right there. So let's change up the design. Let's go. All right, guys. So this is how we're looking right now. Love the placement of these two patches. This Dominica patch right here that I put on here, I put it a little bit too far this way. It's really, really important to pay attention to placement. I should have pulled it a little bit this way when I did the slow tracing. Should have traced it and realized that it was too far over. It's directly under the underarm, so you can't really see it. These two, the placement is good. That's exactly where I wanted it. So everything looks good right now. Definitely gonna add some patches right here. Think I'm gonna add a black bear on the pocket directly, like in the center right here, with our 8-in-1 attachment. So it's gonna be dope. Might even do something on the collar. Hey man, the possibilities are endless when you have an embroidery machine at home in your house. And definitely the back is getting something, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Quick video on a Saturday. I hope this helped a lot, especially with the tension. Learn something else, because I used number 10 again, and it happened again. So another thing you can do, instead of threading the whole entire thing, just pull the tension. Just pull the thread real fast to make that tensioner turn, and then that fixed the issue the second time. That fixed the issue. So you guys might want to try that. Just pull the tensioner, pull the thread that's on the tensioner just to make the tensioner turn, and then start your machine again when you get that error, that thread break, but it's not really a thread break because there's bobbin thread in there and the thread did not disconnect. Like I said, just pull that thread to make the tensioner turn, and the sensor starts moving again, and then press start, and then boom, flawless, started working again. So yeah, that's the workaround for that, guys. Hey, nothing's perfect, right? Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, A-Dubb Productions, Facebook, A-Dubb Productions, and I hope this video helped out somebody and inspired somebody to go out there and see what y'all can do. Make your fly denim jacket, and keep making designs. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?